The reason that the Senate and our politicians feel like it's okay for them to play God is because the church has allowed them the opportunity to do so. We are in that situation right now where I feel like we have lost. This is a marvelous play run by the Democrats. Roe v. Wade got overturned. They saw that gay marriage might be overturned. And so they're like, man, we need to codify this. They put it up in July and then they hold it until after the midterms. This is like a flea flicker. And then they bring it out after the midterms, after they've already got all the Republicans they want on their side to help turn this thing. It's just a brilliant political play. And we've got played by it. And now the very people that we thought were going to protect us from something like this, the Democrats have them on their side. Jason, we've lost the high ground in this. And I think we need to regroup. We have to figure out and understand that giving this type of control of marriage over to our Senate and political pundits and representatives is like saying that they're prophets of God that get to rain down what new morality that they hear from God. What new morality they as God want to enact. And we need to take a step back and say, wait a second, if we don't have control over our legislators anymore, we don't feel like we have control over our voting anymore, we don't feel like that we're being heard as it relates to our president and our leaders anymore, that we need to step all the way back and say, what is it that we actually have control over? Because we've lost all that. And we feel like we lost all that, which is what I think people are understanding what's resonating with Trump. We've lost all this and Trump can bring it back to us. But I want to say we need to step away from politics for the next 8 years and get super, super local. And the first way to regroup with all of this is with our pastors and our churches. You know, after this coming Sunday, every pastor should get on his pulpit, light it on fire, and preach against homosexual marriage. And preach for the goodness of what marriage brings to a nation. And preach against the senators that are trying to act as God, and then say, we will not move. So I think they need to do two things: repent and rebuke. The reason that the Senate and our politicians feel like it's okay for them to play God is because the church has allowed them the opportunity to do so. Marriage belongs to the church. It is the church's institution. They are the ones who guard it. They are the ones who bless it, and they are the ones who curse it. They guard marriage, but they gave up marriage to our political pundits to the point that they don't have any control over it. And so they need to repent. And then the next thing they need to do is rebuke everybody, every other institution that is trying to take control of it.
I love what you just said there in terms of the church has been so spayed and neutered and has so little say so. And part of the church, I think, is like happy about it, or yep, doesn't want the responsibility of leadership. And so, hey, look, and I'm going to go there. When I look at the Church of Latter-day Saints of Jesus Christ, the Mormon church, and someone sent me an explanation of like, hey, you know, we're against, this is a Mormon that wrote me an email saying we're against same-sex marriage, but we believe in following the law of the land. And so if that's where the law is going, we're going to be respectful of it, but we're still against it. And again, I just see like, well, hold on, this marriage thing is strictly a religious thing. It comes from the Bible. It should be policed and governed by the church. Damn what some politicians say. This is ours.